I would say by far this is one of the dirtiest chassis I've ever worked on. I'm not sure where in the heck this thing was stored, but there's just crap everywhere. You can see inside the IF transformers from the top all the way to the bottom. I think one of my viewers said this thing looked like it came out of a swamp. So it looks like it may have came out of a swamp and then placed somewhere to collect all this other crud and crap that's on the chassis. You can see one area over to the left where I sanded and removed the WD-40 that I'm using to clean or loosen up the crud on top of the chassis, and it seems to work pretty well. It's just a slow, tedious process as I work around the antenna coil, oscillator coil, second IF, and first IF transformers, and the tube sockets as well. And then I'll go back over the chassis numerous times, try to remove some of the rust, do some light sanding, and then I'll probably just use my Krylon metallic copper paint. Again, that's what's in this corner right here. It's not an exact match, but it's a primer as well. And I've left this on here for about 48 hours. It seems to be adhering pretty well. Again, I've got to get all this crap cleaned off. So I'll bring you guys back a little later on after many hours of rust removal, in addition to just cleaning all the crud off. And then I'll try to tape this thing out and give it a couple of misty coats of paint and then one final coat, and see if we can make this thing look a little bit better. Again, I appreciate you guys following along in the series. I've used disinfectant wipes on the chassis and got everything as clean as I can. Up next, I'm going to remove the two IF transformers, the antenna coil, the oscillator coil, so I can get in here and do a deeper cleaning. And that also affords me the opportunity to get in here and get some of the crud, see if I can brush it off with a paintbrush. Some of the dust and grime down here on the transformer coils itself, and then clean up these top trimmer pieces with the mica where they're rusted. Get the lead wire here corrected, and who knows what else we'll find along the way. As you can see, the chassis stand will definitely make it easier to get in here and get these coils removed, and it will be quite time consuming. So let me go ahead and get started on those one by one, and just reference the schematic as well along the way, just to ensure I understand the connectivity back to the band switch as well, which can be troublesome down the road if I kind of misguide the connection points. I'm going to go ahead and start at the rear of the chassis. This will be the second IF transformer that resides in this area where the pencil's at. Get that removed. I'll bring you guys back for an update along the way. As you can see, I'm working the second IF transformer out of the receiver after just confirming the documentation and the lead dress. One thing I like to do, you'll notice I've put dot color codes on the transformer just to make certain I get the polarity back correct as well. So you can see the black, the blue, the red, and the green indicating the locations for the more modern day color coding for the IF transformer. And I'll double check the phase relationship as well, just to see if indeed this thing was wired in correctly. Set that aside. So one down and three more to go. In addition to marking the transformer itself, second IF, so I don't get it confused with the first IF transformer, just in case their builds are different. Color coding should be the same, but you never know about the gain of the transformer itself.